Surprised that it worked first time around. Holy crap. Kinda feels special. Alright, give this a minute to kick in and we'll be doing good. Waiting. There we go. Now it worked out great. Ooh. Surprised that it worked. Had to get rid of the sound. Forgot to get rid of the sound again. I was watching something completely different. Alright, I need to get a ton of lime. That'll be a good start. Come down here. Big bags. Lime. How many can I get? 8. Sounds good. $2,500 buy. Yes. Okay. And it's not wanting to fill. Oh my god, this... Okay. P purchase. Go into here. Something that I need. Front loaders, telehandlers, wheel loaders. How much? Can I get a cheap one? This seems reasonable. It was 30 so here today. Yeah, I mean, this should lift everything high enough and everything. Let's see about telehandlers. And this should work. And I can actually get some reach out of it. I mean, back. Go down to here. Go down to the telehandler. Pallet fork, yeah. Okay, buy. No. Back. Thought I seen something else. Oh, just my imagination. Buy, yep, sure, okay, back. Okay. So little. I don't know why it's spreading. That don't make sense. Are you kidding me? There we go. And it's like not doing anything. It's like it's not even registering. I'm gonna try. Save game. Hey, what's up? Quit game? Yeah. I think it saved it. It don't matter. I don't care. Career. I don't know what's wrong. It's just not working out right. I don't know why. It's like I'm having problems with everything that I touch. Alright, I'm gonna try it again. Maybe this time things will actually work out. I mean... Fuck this shit. Back. Can it seriously only do... You know what? Fuck it. Just one of those days that you just don't want to wake up. I can't believe that that won't spread fucking lime. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like realizing this now. Because like I'm used to that spreader being able to do fertilizer and, you know, both. I thought it always did both. I'm used to it always doing both. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just retarded anymore in life. I don't know, that's how I'm seeing it. Let's grab this one out of here. I honestly thought it did both. Oh well, I'll be right back. If I don't pick up all these, I'll be back for more, trust me. You ever just have one of those days that it's like, today's really gonna suck because I'm breathing. That's today. Let's go. Yeah, don't forget to run into me, dumbass. Yeah, I got my rig caught in the... Reverse. H higher. I'm gonna wait for him to get done with that, and then after he gets done with that crap, I'm gonna fertilize the field real quick after I'm done fertilizing it. I'll see what else needs done. Fertilize it, plow it, cultivate, fertilize. So actually, tell you the truth, screw that order. Lime it, plow it. H. What missions do I have? Harvest, field 7. What's on field 7? Barley. Accept contract. Oh, field 7's a big one, ain't it? Oops. You know what? I got this shit. I don't give a fuck. I got this shit. You know why? 'Cause I ain't scared. Might take me a while, but I ain't scared. Yeah, well, mine don't. I don't have one of those cool seaters like that. How was work? It was alright. I helped out a buddy. A buddy of mine's foreman on a different crew, whatever, and he's like, hey, yo, we need some help. So I went over and he's like, thank God you came. Because you do things faster than the rest of my crew, like, combined. And I'm like, yeah, so. He's like, you make my day much easier. I'm like, okay. What do you want? I do my job and I call it a day. I don't need to dick the dog to do it. I'm not that person, you know? I walk in, say, let's get this done, and I go and do it. I don't see what's hard about that. Hey, I really don't want to do this job, so let's get it done and over with. Let's lollygag BS for 5 minutes, whatever, and then let's go. I mean, that's just how I see things. I mean, it's just how I see things with it all. I don't need to spend all week playing with myself to get a simple job done. I just want to go over, do it, and go home. And then I was working for his girlfriend because she was my foreman today. You see, if they're like dating, whatever, they can still be on the same crew, but it's not, it's kind of frowned upon. But if they're married, they're not allowed to be on the same crew. Like brothers are not allowed to be on the same crew. Family cannot be on the same crew. I guess that's because some dude was working and he had his daughter working with him and she got ran over. Yeah. Like, I don't know, 20 yards from him, she got ran over. Killed on the spot. A drunk driver at like 10 o'clock in the morning got her. Tell me how screwed up that is. I want this guy to get done so I can go down to that other field and finish that off. Yeah. They were picking up tires and like trash on the side of I-90, and she got whacked. I mean, if I was the dude, there would have been 2 deaths that day, but that's just how I am. I'm not a very nice person when it comes to crap like that. I tell everybody on my crew to be safe. And if there's any injuries, I will fix it. I'm not really fully certified to fix it, but I will fix it, and I start all evaluations with mouth to mouth. And my tongue will fall out of my mouth probably. So for some odd reason, I don't understand why, but my crews are fairly safe. You threaten to give a couple people mouth to mouth, and they change their mind about getting injured. Let's think about this. Do I want him really kissing me? Depending on where you are, it's anywhere from 70 down to 55. I think where they were, I'm not sure if it was a 65 or a 55 speed limit. I think maximum speed in Pennsylvania is 70. And then when they moved it up to 70, all these people are like, oh my god, you're going to let semis do 70 miles an hour? You're going to let semis fly that fast down the interstate? Somebody's going to get killed by one. And all these people are complaining until somebody stood up and said, you know, the only semis that can actually go that fast is very few owner-operators. And if they are going that fast, they're not going to be an owner-operator for very long because they're going to waste away all their money and fuel. Most semis that you come across has a top speed of 65. And they're like, oh, well, what if they're from Canada? Their top speed is like 63. Yeah, and down in Texas, you have a daytime speed limit and a nighttime speed limit too. Don't forget to add that in. Wow, it's kind of cool that I know down Texas. It's really cool because you'll have like 2 different speed limit signs, like one right above the other. Yeah. Oh, it's not even that. I mean, if you want to really see it, go down to Houston. Oh my god, Houston is pathetic drivers. At best. That tells you how much I like Houston, doesn't it? My wife has like PTSD from Houston, I swear. Because we were down there and a bus went from like the granny lane all the way over to the left lane. It jumped like 4 lanes right now. And she was not happy. Because I was about 3 feet from hitting it. I gotta make up a lot of money. I'm really not happy about these purchases. I'm not happy about this job choice either. I think I screwed the pooch on that one. Because it's going to take like 20-25 passes for this dude to get done. Come on. Yeah, I've been on I-10 and all that, and I mean, I've been in areas I was doing 90 when I passed the cop, and the cop just sat there. It's like, are you kidding me? I could have like lost my license and you're just still sitting there? I need to refill this, dude. He took a lot. I thought it was like really weird, but yeah, there is daytime and nighttime speed limits in Texas. I know that for a fact. Alright, got this all filled up. Oh. I got all the bags. Now it's time to go get the other piece. Oh, he's 10% done. That's good. I thought it was awkward because at the time Pennsylvania was only 65. And I wasn't really used to it. I mean, I've seen 70 here and there, but I never thought of it to be a legit thing until like I started seeing the speed limits of like 80 and stuff like that. And then I started seeing those speed limits in like Montana and those areas. And when I started seeing them over there, it's like, oh my god. These people can fly and get away with it. I thought it was awesome. And then it's like when you start realizing how fast people are actually doing when they're doing 80 and stuff like that, how they're getting away with doing like 90, 95. It's just awkward. He's almost filled back up. I'll go back down and save the day. I guess he's not doing too bad overall. And reverse. And there he goes. Put the pipe out. He's almost filled. Let him get down and come back and he'll be good as new. After this next one, I'm gonna have to do some unloading. Get ready for him to come again. While I go down over here and load this guy up. Holy crap. Trying to get 2-3 things done at once. It's not very good. How fast? My semi, like I say, maxed out at 65. So all I could do was 65. I only been in one semi that could do over 65. Huh. That's pretty quick. Love to hit something like that on my bike. Oh man, that would be awesome. If I hit something like that on the bike, oh man. Do you imagine how fast I could be going? But around here I found out they do not chase motorcycles. My 70 maybe once in my dually pickup, but speed maxed out at 90. I think the fastest I've gone was 145, 150 area. It was alright. Yes, most companies semis only do like 62 to 65 miles an hour. Yes, that is actually impeding traffic. I was going through a construction zone in Montana, and I had my foot just sitting on the floor going as fast as I could. I think I was in a 13 speed. I was flying just as fast as I could, and I got pulled over in a construction zone. You know, at the like very end of it. And the cop goes, "You know why I pulled you over?" And I looked at that cop. Looked him dead in the eyes and said, "Well, it sure in hell wasn't speeding because my truck only does 64 miles an hour. And this is 65 in the construction zone." And he just lost it laughing. He thought it was the funniest thing ever when I said that. He's like, "Nah, I was just pulling you over for a level 1 inspection. Do you have your paperwork?" I hand him all my paperwork. He's like, "Can I see your logbook?" I grabbed that Qualcomm by the cord and hung it out the window, and he goes, "That's fine. I don't need to see it." Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been on a few vehicles like that too. One of the vehicles I was like that in is my dad's Corvette Stingray he had. It was a 350 bored to a 355. You put that pedal down for a couple seconds. It will actually, you put that pedal down, it'll break traction right there on the damn spot. And it would just go. And then you get 20 miles down the road and it's about empty. I met a guy in the military who had to pass a psych test to get in because he got put in the mental ward for a few days when he turned 18, or just before he turned 18, because he had his car, and he built this car from the ground up with his dad and everything, and he was being a smart ass and racing the car around, and it goes across the back of this like plaza. Well, one road stops, then it goes across the back of a plaza shopping center type deal, and then a different road picks up on the other side. He was going through there. He hit that area doing about, he said he was doing about $140, $150 when he hit through there. and they put one of those 5-mile-an-hour speed bumps in, and it totaled his car. It was like an old Corvette or whatever, old muscle car of some sort, and he totaled it out right there in the back of the parking lot. And he kind of like had PTSD from it. Uh, 97, 98, 99, done. I'm gonna dump this trailer off like 5 times, I guess. Oh. Yeah, I don't like those roads. I mean, I now understand why they do it to the road, but oh man, you get those stone chips and they hurt bad. Them will cut you up. I think I'm in the right place. Hit this bump a little bit. Boom, slow it down. Empty out. What is a level 1 inspection? Level 1 inspection for truck driving is basically where a cop comes up to you and asks you for your paperwork. That's it. Just to make sure your paperwork is right. Make sure your logbook is right. Make sure you have the right load. Make sure the seal on the trailer is marked on the paperwork correctly. Yes, that is all a level 1 inspection is. It's just paperwork. A level 2 inspection is where it's like they might check the tires, air. They might see if it's leaking anything. What else is there involved with that? They'll check your paperwork over. You know, they'll just do like minor walk around on a truck, nothing in depth. And your level 3 inspection, they'll put the truck up, they'll weigh the truck, they'll do all the paperwork on the truck. They have a guy crawling underneath the trailer doing a full inspection on the trailer. And he's doing full inspection on everything about the truck. That's a level 3. And there are very few trucks that will be passing a level 3 inspection. I've only had one level 3 inspection. And I failed. And what I failed on is my tires were at 70. I had 2 tires at 79 PSI. Or no, they were at 89 PSI. They were supposed to be at 100. Yep, 11 pounds off. I failed one of those pull-ins, where they just weigh your truck, whatever. I got called in for an inspection on that and failed. When they pulled me in and weighed me, I failed that. I was at 84,000 pounds, I believe. 82,000 pounds. Somewhere in there. 82 to 84,000 pounds. I failed that because I told the dispatcher I didn't want to take all the, load. And she told me that she knows the truck better than me. And I said, have you ever drove the truck? No. And how you know the truck better? And she goes, I know everything about those trucks inside and out. And me and her got into this huge argument over the phone. I said, you want me to take the load that bad? Send me a text message saying that you want me to take the load. She sent me a text message saying, take the fucking load. I said, no problem. As you wish. I picked up the load in Indiana. Came into Ohio. Ohio pulled me over, said you're overweight. I said, before you look at my paperwork, this is from my dispatcher. Because I sent a message over the phone saying this is overweight. And she sent a message right back to me saying, take the fucking load. He looked at that message across my phone. He goes, oh, okay. He's like, you can go. I pulled out when I got back to the yard to dump off that load, whatever. She goes, why did I get an overweight? And I looked at her and said, because I told you the damn thing was overweight. You know your damn truck's better than me. Well, either or, needless to say, me and her got into this huge argument about it. And I said, until you show me a CDL and say that you know that book better than I do, don't ever tell me how to fucking drive my goddamn truck again. I was pissed, to speak mildly. And then about a month later after that, I quit. She wanted me to make a couple more illegal runs, and I said I quit. She said that she was judging the runs at 55 miles an hour when she puts them into MapQuest or whatever it was that she was using. She's like, I'm doing these maps for you, and this is the speed that it's supposed to be and all this and whatever. And I said, yes, but there's one problem. You're not adding in hills. You're not adding in stopping and going, You're not adding in all this other crap. And she's like, the computer knows what it's talking about more than you do. And I said, I've been on the road 10 fucking years. Don't tell me how to do my job. I've been at this game a lot longer than you have. I'm like, you were still in school 10 years ago. Oh yeah, me and her just had it out for each other. Since I left there, I seen her like 4 or 5 times. Haven't said a word to her. I see her and it's like I walk the opposite direction. I want nothing to do with her. And then I get all these other people. Oh yeah, she's really cool. You should meet her. She's awesome. And it's like, no, I know her. She's retarded. And I quit the job. I think dispatchers should have to ride in if they are dispatching semis. I believe that they should ride in a truck for 1 week a year. 1 solid week a year. If they have never been on the road before, they should do 1, week a year of being in a truck to know what it's like. When some of these guys are like, hey, yo, I haven't, had a decent meal in like 4 or 5 days because of the places that you've been sending me, they're not lying. They're eating out of cans. Or they're like saying, hey, I haven't had a decent load in, however long. You don't know how you're killing these guys out there on the road. Like, I had dispatchers that I was a lease operator on a truck, on 2 different trucks, and I had dispatchers that I could not stay running. They would run me for like a week or so, and then it's like after that week, I'm getting a load here and there, and it's like 300 miles, and I was getting 90 something cent a mile. You can't live on that. Well, then one of my dispatchers, it's like she's trying to send me from Indianapolis to Chicago back and forth, like 4 loads back and forth. And I forget how many miles was deadheaded, you know? And I'm like, I'm not getting money for all this. I'm not making any money on it. She's like, oh, it's paying $1.03. And I'm like, okay, and she's like, that's good money. No. Well, then she got upset because I gave the load to somebody else who lived in Chicago and hasn't been home in 6 months. I give the load to them, and they're like, she got all upset about it and lost it. And she sat me for 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks sitting. It would be like one run every like 3 days or something. But it's only a couple 100 miles. Well, then I went over her head and went to, you know, the people who was doing the whole runs and everything, making all the runs. And I'm like, hey, yo, you got a run for me? This is my truck number. And I gave them my truck number. And they're like, yeah, we got runs for you. We got tons of runs for you. And they're like, I'm on the phone with a guy right now that, you know, how much do you want? And I'm like, well, my tank is basically empty and this is how much I need. They're like, no problem. So I said, well, I did some math real quick with them. And I said $1.53 $1.53 a mile. And when I told him $1.53 a mile, the guy heard me and he's like, done. I'm like, maybe I should have went for $1.70, you know, so there'd be a negotiation. But yeah, I did that reload and I actually made good money off of it. And then I call them back and they're like, oh, here's another load for $1.42 a mile or some crap like that. And I started making money. And then as soon as my dispatcher started like the whole thing with it, as soon as she found out that I was doing this, she got so pissed. She's like, I will fire you and all this other crap. I mean, she was livid about it. And I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to survive. Well, me and her got into it. And then my truck broke down on one of the runs. And she's like, you have 3 options. I'm like, yeah. Well, number 1, I've already reported this issue. You know? And for some odd reason, the company could, the chick I was working with, because it was the lease program, the chick I reported all my issues to, because I had 30 days to do it. Well, they canned her, and all my stuff that was supposed to be worked on, that I gave her the whole list of stuff that needed to be done to the truck, it came up missing. Well, all in all, I'm going to put some names out there now. Celadon is no longer in business. If you want to look up why, I'm sure the internet is able to tell you. But yeah, when I was working with Celadon, oh yeah, it was huge problems. And I'm not talking like 1 a day problems. I'm talking like every single day. Like, I was driving truck and then I went into Celadon, and when I went into Celadon, I got put into their school, but I never did anything at the school, and because I was put into the schooling for them, it ended up something about I had to pay them for the schooling, and I'm like, hey, yo, look at my license. It is from before then, and they couldn't figure out anything of why I was paying, but they could not take me out of the system for paying. Yeah, add that one up. And then I was only getting 92 cents a mile to run my own truck. That's to run my truck and pay for the insurance and pay for the whole leasing program and pay for everything else. That's why I just quit out the first time. And then when I came back, they were giving 70% of driver load, you know. Drivers made 70% of the load. And I was wondering why none of my loads was making any money. You know? None of my loads were like over $1 a mile. And I couldn't figure it out. So I started asking, hey, how much am I making on this load? And they're like, well, you're making this much and the load's this far. Figure out the math. And I said, you know, you're only paying me 70 cents a mile for this run? Well, yeah. I said, why ain't I getting any more? Well, that's because that's all it is. I'm like, and this is no forced dispatch, right? Yeah. I said, I don't want the load. Give me a better load. And they could not find me better loads, anything better than like, I think the highest load I got was 98 cents a mile. But when I started doing it myself, I was making like almost $2 a mile. Anywhere from $1.50 area to $2 a mile is what I was making when I was getting me the loads. So it's like, I don't understand. Because I was actually calling brokers, having them call into the company and request me. So, all in all, I was starting to make money. I was pulling myself out of the hole and everything. Then my truck breaks and I get told, well, you gotta start up a new leasing program. I said, so what happens to the truck? Oh, we're going to pick it up, we're going to fix it and give it to somebody else. So I gotta restart a whole new leasing program. And I'm like, this is an older truck. Why am I paying so much money for it? You know, this is a high mileage truck and everything. Why am I paying so much money for it? And I just kept getting excuse after excuse. I don't know, I didn't click on the link. But yeah, I mean, I was just getting so much grief from the company. I quit the company and just, you know, I don't know, maybe a year later they went bankrupt. Actually, it's not even that they went bankrupt. They got pinned to the wall for doing illegal operations. And I did not get a dime out of that crap. I lost almost everything I had, and I did not get a dime out of it. I lost my truck. I was in debt, like over my head in debt on everything. I lost all my vehicles. I lost everything from that company. I mean, if there was a good class action that I could have went with, I would have done it in a heartbeat. Yeah, I mean, I did what I could. I mean, I was running. I was never home. I went home once a month for 4 days. Once a month. And my dispatcher said that I was broke because I went home for 4 days once a month. That's 4 days of work I missed. So I was broke. And I said, how's that possible? But yeah, I was in a lot of debt from them. And now I got this job. I get paid weekly. I run company equipment. I can tell you about how much I'm going to make every week. I can tell you basically when I'm going to be home and when I'm not. I mean, the only time that things fluctuate is when I am on winter cruise because of weather. But if it's not supposed to snow or anything, I can tell you when I'm going to be home. I mean, honestly, this works out a lot better for me where I'm at. I have a pension. I mean, I have all this really cool stuff. I'm doing decent for where I'm at. But yes, like I said, it's just been one of those ordeals. There, make sure that you should be able to get back. Over halfway done on the field finally. Guess it really ain't that bad with this little harvester. Let me check out my other field. Overall, it's good. B. All right, here we go. Might as well use it all and then put it up later. All right. Man, that's loud. That's how it should be. It's got a lot of power. Now I'm going to come over to here. Back up. Pick this guy up. And this guy should do this field actually pretty quick. It's gonna take 2 or 3 up and backs, but after I'm done with this part here, I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna cultivate everything and do this again. And then you say something to me, long leg. Wonder why it would be lagging. That's not right. Is it your area? Because I mean, I'm watching this and it's not too far behind me. It's about 20-30 seconds. %70 done. Kind of happy about that. All right. Sear should take it to about half. That's what I'm trying for. Time 11:51. Ah. On the game it's 2:18 right now. Oh man, missed it by just a little bit. But I got one treatment down. I got the field limed. I've got it fertilized. The only thing that I'm not getting out of it is rolling. Which, how, if you really think about it, it'd be nothing to roll this field real quick. 35 seconds. 35 seconds ain't too bad, I guess. Had it worse, I'm sure. Alright. G has... No, H. There we go. Now that you're touching the field, you will do better. Now all I need to do is cultivate it, refertilize it. Yeah, I'm not playing your games. Cultivate, refertilize, and I should be done. Well, and plant it. This is actually a lot of work that I'm doing. Urch. Can't wait to get some stuff that's bigger. It'll help out so much. H higher. Let's go. Yeah, I'm doing field prep 1 procedure right now. No call to plow. Ooh, that's moving up for you. Not using a call to plow? It's not tedious, it's fun. If it wasn't fun, you wouldn't play the game. There's some enjoyment that you're getting out of it one way or another. '70s, '80s, '90s. All right. Just gonna take this straight over. Oh, yeah, like I say though, this game, I like it. I mean, it gives me something to constantly be doing. It takes my mind off of like everyday life, which is good. Just it gets tedious. It's the same old every day, and I don't want that. Here we go. 82% transported. %, left. And then after that, it's all mine. All of it. I mean, this ain't too bad doing this field like this. I need to get back up to like 260 something. Man, that's looking good. Oh, that's looking really good. Now since he's turning around here, I'm going to empty him off. And then he's only got a couple swipes left. I'm actually thinking this is kind of nice. You know, I haven't really looked at my viewer count today. I'm like really like ecstatic about that. Maybe if I learn how to not care about it, my viewer count will start going up. There we go. He is not doing bad. Not doing bad at all. He's making this field look really nice. Rule number one about it, stop caring. I mean, look at how I'm playing it. I just play around with the fight for money just for the fun of it. %90 done on the field. Look at this guy polling. Doing such a good job. Now I'm actually starting to make these fields look right. Weeders, leveler. Rollers. How wide is that? 12 meters. There's nothing I can do with that. I'm gonna buy it. Just so I can say I did the whole thing correctly. And there should be no problems with this field. Oh man, he's got like a down and back. And I'll be done. Maybe a down, back, and back down. He should be about empty. Come on. I just have fun playing around, whatever. I really don't care. Alright, he's done. That's the nice part about this. I don't care, and I'm still making decent money on it. P. Cedars. I need a 165. That's all I need is 165. As soon as I get 165, I'll buy that. Not worried about having a third field yet. He is making this field look so nice though, ain't he? Nice, smooth. Oh, that's like baby butt style. Honestly, he might be able to do that all in one pass. It's going to be pretty close. It really is. Look how nice this is. It's just like all fluffed up. That reminds me, maybe tomorrow I'll start getting my plants going. If I can start getting my plants going, that will be good. Start them all inside, then just take them outside and put them in the ground, you know? You broke the seal. It's not good. Ooh. Please be the whole thing. Please be the whole thing. I think it is. Yes! It is whole thing. Good. You know what that means? D-O-N-E. I can put the rest of this in the trailer. Just follow him to the very end. And then just put all my equipment back. Hopefully I make enough money off of this. Oh, this is so nice. Ugh. You know what I hate is when water bottles have a flaw in it and you go to like put your mix in it and then shake it up and the water goes like everywhere. Yeah. Oh, this is good news right here. Good news. Task complete. So now I can just dump it off and take all my equipment back. Hope I make some money off of this. There it goes. 10,000. Do, 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 do. 23,000. $23,000's alright. I can call that a win. Getting back some of that money that I spent. Ooh, good. You jumped in. Don't hit me. Good, I made it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's so easy on cheap water bottles. It's so easy to cross thread them. And then it's like they never go back. They will never fit right again. Field 7's gonna be needing a cultivator and a plowing and stuff like that. I'm gonna need to fill this guy up. Put some diesel in that tank. Yes. So I'm gonna lose $600 on filling this up. Then I gotta fill my other guy up. Oh, don't forget that I have to put down another layer of fertilizer. But on the other hand, honestly, everything should be a lot of bit nicer and work out a lot of bit better. Oh, this ain't gonna work. That did. Worked a lot better than I thought. I just skimmed off the roof. Ah. I think I should put corn in it again. I only got a little bit over a trailer full last time off this whole field. This time I think I'm gonna get a lot of it better. Come up to here. Okay, it's saying that that field needs rolled. Saying that that one needs rolled. So if I shut off the rolling, that field just needs another shot of fertilizer. And that field needs lime. I'll wait until after I take the crop off of it to put the lime on. Oh yeah, that should be finishing it right there. One more pass right down. Man. There we go. Now all I have to do is come over here. Grab this one. What the? There we go. And oh yeah, that's done pretty good. He's getting his spread on. Going right to the edge where it belongs. And pull forward. Cut the wheel right back. And drop. That was working out perfectly fine. Oh, here we go. Backed up. That looks good. I think I'm getting somewhere on this. I need some lime. My lime is almost gone. There we go. Told you this ain't hard. Just takes a minute of concentration. Just a minute of concentration. And since he's right there, make this really quick. And H, finish it off. There we go. I'm almost there. Two things left to do. Number one, I gotta plant this field. Two, roll it. And this field will be 100%. But anyhow, I'm getting off of here. I've been on here long enough. I think it's been a great night overall. So as I say every night, have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, have a good whatever it is when you're watching this. Have fun, be safe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And you know what? I'll see y'all probably tomorrow if the weather holds out. Oh, might not. Alright, I will talk with you all tomorrow. Good night, everyone.